Looking for a big manly grinder because you're a man? Well, I think you found it. Today we're taking a look at the DEWALT 60V Max 4.5 through 6-inch sexy flexi grinder. Today, my friend, we're going to use and abuse. We're even going to slice and dice. We'll talk about all the specs, what comes in a kit, and we'll cover everything else you're wanting to know about this grinder. So let's go ahead and get this started, shall we? So the DEWALT Flexvolt grinder, let me tell you right off the bat, this thing is a freaking monster. We're going to grind, we're going to take all this rust off, we're going to cut, we're even going to do some wood carving in this video to show you what this thing can do. We are going to use an Arbor Tech attachment. I'll put a link in the description below for you to check that out. Very cool. But right off the bat, the build quality of this grinder is sweet. If you ever heard the slogan DEWALT Tough, well, this is what they mean. And it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, you can take that handle and switch it on either side, the left or the right. Super easy and quick to do, and it has a good feel when you're holding on to it. So that's real nice like. Now you do have a filter screen on the top and the bottom of this grinder. If you needed to take it out, wash it out, clean it out, you could do that if you needed to. Now you can buy this as a tool only or in the kit. If you buy the kit, you get two, not one, but two 60V, 20V, 6Ah Flexvolt batteries. And they also give you the fast charger, which I was kind of surprised to see. I figured they'd give you that really not so great slow charger, but no, they give you the fast charger in this. You also get two guards. You get the one for the 4.5-inch discs, or 115 millimeters, or the 6-inch guard, which would be 150 millimeters. So that's cool. Now you also get the wrench that'll come in with the tool only or the kit. Now that's how you loosen and tighten this up for your disc to be put in or taken out or whatever. But you do have that stop lock button right up on top. It's not bad. It's a pretty nice size, so you don't have to worry about struggling and trying to push that thing down. But what about your guard adjustment? Yes, you can adjust your guard. Just press your little lever right here and you can see that it will go left or right. Now you do have the positive stops on this thing. I will tell you, when I first started using this grinder, I sort of got aggravated because if you went too far and put that guard up on top, well, then you had to fight it to get it back down around. But after messing with it a little bit and you get used to it, it doesn't really end up being that big of a deal. However, when you have your handle on the left-hand side, that lever does get a little bit hard to reach, so you might have to take that handle off so you can access it. But that's really the biggest issue that I've had with this entire grinder, and that is a very minute issue. But now I believe it's time to use and abuse. But before we do, well, it sure would be appreciated if you could smash that like button. Excellent. All right, let's check out the electronic brake first. So you got the E-clutch, the electronic clutch really, and then the kickback brake, which is nice so you don't grind your face off. We're going to toss in our battery right here, and here we go. All right, shuts down pretty quickly. And here's a different angle for your viewing pleasure. I call that anti-face grinding technology. All right, let's do some grinding now, shall we? Oh, baby. You know, I really likes me some shiny metal. Super smooth action, so much power in this grinder. Different angle for your viewing pleasure. That overmold really helps damper that vibration, not feeling any in the hands right now. Sure is pretty. But let's do some more grinding, because it's a grinder. Oh, me likes. So there you go. We got some really nasty metal on the other side. You want to clean that up. This grinder, I'm telling you, wait till you feel this thing. I'm actually going to tell you it's a little bit more powerful than what a lot of people will probably need. This is a heavy-duty professional grinder. It's beast. But let's take this off and put on a blade. Now here's my dilemma. We have a 4.5-inch guard right here. We also have a 6. Unfortunately, I only have 7-inch wheels, cutoff wheels, abrasive wheels. But with all the craziness going on in the world today, I was not able to go to the store to get a smaller wheel, so I'm going to have to take this guard off. I do not recommend you do this. It is unsafe, but for video's sake, I'm going to have to. So 7-inch abrasive wheel. Again, no guard. Don't do that. Here's some rebar. The question is, will it slice and dice down through that rebar? Well, yes, it will. But I was worried the whole time this thing was going to break and it smacked me in my face. But luckily it didn't. I don't like using these without guards. But again, for review purposes, I gots to do what I gots to do. Let's move it over to some bar. Oh, I ain't scared. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm a little scared. I really want that guard on there. Oh, sliced and diced like nobody's business. It's beastly. But what about wood carving? Now, here's the issue that I had with wood carving in the past. We're going to take this blade off, and we got some pine here. I have videos about wood carving and using this Arbortech disc right here. Such a cool thing. But the issue that I had with the other grinders was I just lost some power, right? So if you're really getting deep and dirty and really just trying to take a lot off of that wood at the same time, well, you might have some issues. Not with this. I'm telling you, check this thing out. We're going to put that disc on. Yes, it'll fit. You put your 4.5-inch guard on and tighten her down. Here we go. Probably the best wood carving disc out on the market today. All right, let's check this out. You can do so many cool things with this Arbortech, but you definitely have to have the power behind it. This grinder, it is amazing just how powerful this thing is. I'm really just kind of blown away. It's supposed to be 3 times more powerful than in your 18 volt. The other real issue with this is that you have to use the Flexvolt battery. You can't use your 20 volt max batteries on this. You can use your 60 volt batteries on your 20 volt tools, but not the other way around. All right, let's talk specs real quick. 1700 max watts out. Max horsepower, looking at 2.2 horsepower. Max RPM at no load, 9,000. Spindle thread, you're looking at 5/8 of an inch. And the tool weight, you're looking at 4.66 pounds, and that's tool only. Now, with the battery on here, I will tell you, it does feel a little heavier. It's also a little bit bulkier than your standard 4.5-inch grinders, but at the end of the day, if you're looking for power, that's not going to matter to you because this thing is going to blast through anything. And you also get a 3-year limited warranty on the tool and battery. Now, as far as comfort goes, it is bulkier. It is a little bit bigger. You're definitely going to notice that when you put it in your hands. But that said, it feels good in the hands. It's a little bit heavier than I'm used to when it comes to the 4.5-inch grinders. But again, you can use this as a 4.5 or the 6-inch. But what I keep going back to on this grinder is the power that it has. It is just an absolute beast. The build quality is there. This is a professional grinder. Balanced pretty well. With the battery, again, you're probably looking close to maybe 6 or 7 pounds. The guard adjustment on it, it's not bad. It gets to be a little bit annoying sometimes. If you go a little too far with it, you got to play with it or fight with it to bring it back. As for dB, it's really not that loud at all. It's just like your standard 4.5-inch grinder would sound. Trigger is super easy to pull. It's in a nice position to get your hand around there. And even though other grinders don't have them, this also does not have a variable speed, but I know somebody's going to ask, so I'm just going to throw that out there at you. I love that you get 2 batteries and the fast charger in a kit if you decide to buy the kit, so that's a huge plus. All around, I just think this is a great grinder. I think they did a really good job with it. If you're looking for power, something to cut through things with, or grind, or whatever you're trying to do, you know, wood carving, check this thing out. You will not be disappointed. They did an excellent job. But I want to know what you think. Do you like this grinder? If you do, why? If you don't, tell me why. I always love hearing the feedback from you guys. And if you like new tools coming to the market and you want to see what they're all about, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification if you want to see them, and please smash that like button, as it would be greatly appreciated. With that said, we'll be back with more videos soon.